everybody, Barry with Christenson Transportation. We're the trucker's truck. Finally had some rain and the weather turned, and I got up and said, "Brr," and I started thinking, winter's coming. And then I said to myself, I better do a video to refresh people's memories of requirements. Number one, chain law is coming into effect through mid-April. Now, I'm not saying I want you to chain the truck up. That's like putting it in four-wheel drive and going out and getting stuck and then having no better gear to get into to get out of it. So I don't want people chaining up, but when we go up Colorado and other places and they have chain laws required, you have to have the chains. So remember, we got to have 3 sets of chains in that truck. We've got some here at our yard in Stratford, probably in Lebanon, probably in Etheridge. So get some chains, put them in the box, and be good on that. But the other side of that is safety precautions. Trucks don't always start. Weather patterns change. Could get in behind an accident up on I-80 and it's blizzard conditions. Don't be sitting there with flip-flops and shorts on. Get you a necessities kit, pack it under the bunk. Have a flashlight, have some really good warm gloves, have some warm boots, have some coveralls, have some water, have some food rations in the truck that won't spoil. Just be smart about it. I always tell people, just like when I go camping and God knows what I'm going to get into, I always prepare for the worst, and you need to prepare for the worst because it may happen. So get your kit put together, know where everything is, keep it in a duffel bag, and be ready to be able to help yourself if something happens. So not to mention the other side of weather changes is driving the truck differently. You need to increase following distances. You need to assume that the bridges are icy. You need to assume that other people don't know how to drive in bad weather. These trucks are pretty much go, unless it's ice, they're going to go. We just got to go slow. But not everybody has an 80,000 pound vehicle. So the little cars out there, coming in and out, they spin out. You got to watch out for them, especially the ones coming down the exit ramps, getting ready to hit at a higher speed. They jump over, car starts wiggling, and next thing you know, it's out of control and we're in the middle of it. So anticipate those things happening. Anticipate something going to go on. Let them in the highway. Give them a safe distance, and don't overdrive yourself. I always tell people you're behind the wheel. I'm not going to tell you to drive if you say it's too windy, if it's too whatever. There's nothing to gain. If you're not comfortable, I'm not comfortable, so don't do it. But always assume and don't assume. Assume something's going to happen. It's like the guy driving down and you're getting ready to pull out and the turn signal's on. You're like, oh, they're turning in here. It could have been on for 10 miles. Make sure they go past you. You come up to a red light. Yours is green, and there's a car at the intersection. It may have a green light or a flashing arrow, caution arrow on theirs if they're going to turn. They look up and see green, they don't see the yellow, and they turn in front of you. Anticipate people doing that. I've ridden a motorcycle my whole life, and that's why I'm still in several pieces, is that I have to watch out for myself. I have to anticipate that person's not going to see me. That person's just is distracted, may have sun in their eye, may have a cell phone in their hand, may have somebody yapping in their ear, and they lose focus on what they're supposed to do. So protect yourself and assume the worst and prepare for it, and just drive slow, and be cautious of others and yield to others. Let them go on their way. Having the right of way doesn't mean it right. So extra caution, and get those chains, check your stuff. Winter is really the time to do an exceptional pre-trip. You can break down in 80 degrees weather and survive, but when we get down to 0 and below 0, and something goes wrong, you need to be prepared. So get that kit put together and be safe. And thanks for being at Christenson, where the truckers truck and safety always takes priority.